time. Now, with this show, have you directed every episode of this show?
I directed 10 of the 13.
Okay, and now it seems it's not as dark as your original show. Can you kind of talk about just the thematic changes in the show and making it a little bit more, I don't want to say funnier because it's a different sort of humor almost.
Right. How many have you seen?
I've only seen the first 5.
It gets dark and it gets happy and it kind of goes all over the place. And it hits many different emotions and many different tones. It's not as dark visually as the Australian show, and it's probably more.
I guess Sunny California kind of adds to it too. It brings a different kind of vibe to the whole.
Yeah, I think the vivid, popping colors of California. We wanted to be, play as a character. Really wanted to feel Venice.
No, I want to know, as a dog owner myself, are we ever going to see this from everybody else's point of view, or would that break the line too much and kind of ruin what you guys are doing?
We will never see that. We will never see that,
so,
which I think is great because I think it explains too much, and I think it's better to have questions than answers.
Well, do you ever have those images as a director in your head yourself of what the actual dog looks like and is doing, or do you put that out of your head and just focus on what he's doing?
No, I have to keep in mind what he is, what he looks like, and what he's doing. I have to imagine what a dog would be doing in that sort of situation. But I mean, Jason's been doing this a long time, so he kind of keeps us true to that as well.
Well, and I really like the relationship that's being built up between Jason and Elijah in this show, in that, they don't know each other when it begins, and I'm sure they weren't lifelong friends. You kind of see that chemistry build and grow, at least through the 5 episodes I've seen, and I'm assuming it goes throughout.
No, you really do. I mean, so much for me, directing this is, wind them up, let them go. These guys have a chemistry that is fantastic. It's great.
Well, and when you have a relationship like that, you have to imagine in season 2 where this is going to go, just because when you have a dog, even if it's not your own and you get very attached to it, it seems like ownership is called into question here. Is that ever going to become a concern in the next couple episodes we see, or moving into next season?
Not this season. It will not become an issue. It's always going to be Jenna's dog.
Okay, and then can you talk about that relationship? Because, they always talk about if you have 2 people that shouldn't be together, should be together, do you do it, do you not? Do you let these 2 stay apart for a long duration? I mean, how do you find that out?
I personally, I hate, moonlighting. You can watch that. I'm more interested in the hunt than the actual, the people coming together. Once they come together, it's like, oh, it's done, in my mind.
I know, and they have a lot of stuff with the dog. Do you guys have dogs around the office and the writing room just to see if they're doing something new you can pull from, or do you have a lifelong, just memory of dogs?
Yeah, I think all of our dogs play a big part in our lives, and I draw a lot from my dog all the time. My dog looks at me like, you idiot. He looks at me like, are we going now? We're going, right? I mean, every morning for a walk, it's like, it's on, right? We're going, right? It's you've had a cup of tea and you've been to the bathroom, let's go. I think they talk to us.
Well, do you find that people that don't own dogs aren't liking or getting as much out of the show as dog owners are?
I think everybody has, dogs are kind of a universal experience. Everybody knows of a dog or can feel for a dog's. Whether they own dogs or not, I think they all get something out of it.